Mark from Comfort Keepers is here tonight to tell us about their upcoming event tomorrow morning. Thanks for being here tonight.
Well, thank you, Tamanique.
So tell me about your event tomorrow.
Well, this was really, the impetus was a documentary that Bradley Cooper, who we all know from the stars of a screen, and he basically has done a documentary that Comfort Keepers helped fund. And it was about his journey that he went through being a caregiver for his own father. And we have over 50 million unpaid caregivers in this country alone. And it's such an important topic for everyone that we thought, well, it would be great to get this information out. We're going to screen about 30 minutes of the 2-hour documentary tomorrow to just share that with our community.
Yeah, so you guys talked about emotional support is necessary. Why is it necessary for the seniors, their family, and the people that are taking care of them?
Well, I think most of us have an experience that we understand that life can change in an instant. We can have a senior that may have a fall, and all of a sudden now you're on a fire alarm and trying to figure out what you're going to do. But the idea is that it can be stressful, and you really want to plan for it ahead of time. Because if you wait until the event, something happens to change your life, then you're really upsetting your entire life, your family, your contacts, I mean, everybody that you have to try to deal with. So it's really important to try to get ahead of that.
Yeah, so how do we get ahead of that?
So a big part of it is understanding, like what we're going to talk about tomorrow. In addition to the documentary, we're going to have a panel of speakers that are, I will be speaking a bit about this question of how do families deal with this, because oftentimes, hard to believe, but family members don't always agree on the right course of action. So it's important to talk about it ahead of time. We're going to have a financial specialist there from Savant. Tom Patassin is going to talk a bit more about, well, how do you think about preparing ahead of time? Because, the best time is when you don't need it. When you have to have it, then you're really in tough shape. And then we're also going to have Dr. Kandwala from UIC. He's a geriatric specialist. And the intent there is to help us understand, well, what's going on with seniors today? What are their aging concerns and what happens? So these 3 areas are ways that we can think about preparing for the inevitable need of assistance and care. Yeah,
so when we're thinking about anticipating those needs, is it that we're going to the doctor's appointments with our seniors, or how do we anticipate their needs?
Well, it can be a lot of things. And in fact, more than 90% of seniors want to stay in their homes. They want to age in place. And right now also that we'll hear about from the Dr. Kandwala is that it's hard sometimes to get to a primary care physician anymore. And the idea is that, well, how can we do more hospital at home? How can we do more care at home? How do we help them stay safe in their homes? And so a big part of it is, we can do incidental transportation, but it's more about the daily activities of living. The idea of helping them, making sure they're staying hydrated, making sure they're eating well, making sure that they're safe, and we've done safety analysis in their homes so that we don't have trip hazards. Because that's one of the largest things that will take someone out of a home is a trip, a fall.
Yeah, so we talked about a little bit about the cost of this. How do we start preparing for the cost? Because I'm sure this is not cheap to have an in-home caregiver.
No, it's not, but it's also not inexpensive for anybody if they have to go to assisted living or other things. And the idea is that, part of it is we see some people that try to plan ahead, start small, maybe start with 4-6 hours a week of help and getting used to the idea of a stranger in your house, because that's not helpful either. I don't think that everybody wants to have that, and I know I'm not looking forward to that time where I might need help. But the idea is that beginning to understand your options, and then when you begin to prepare for the costs, you begin to understand some people still have long-term care insurance, which can pay for it. So veterans can actually get benefits through the VA that we work with them on to help them get benefits for their service that they provided. So there are private pay solutions out there, and part of it is saving for that, to think about how you can have something tucked away for that potential need. Yeah,
so this event is tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Nordlof Center. Is it free? Does it cost? And should we register in advance?
It's absolutely free. It's a community event. We're just trying to share some information. We would like a reservation in advance if possible, but not necessary. There is a website. The Rockford Chamber of Commerce is partnering with us as well, along with the Nordlof Center, to bring this event to the community. So there'll be just some refreshments in the morning. We'll do the documentary, then we'll have a brief panel discussion about these 3 different topics.
And more information can be found on your website, right?
On our website, on Facebook. You can find it on the Rockford Chamber of Commerce as well. All these spaces. So 8 o'clock tomorrow morning is when we want to get started downtown. Evidently, I did just see last night that they're working on Church Street. So
get there early.
So you have to maybe go around a little bit, know. But that's our lot in life as we're fixing our roads up and things. But so that's tomorrow morning, 8 to 10 o'clock.
At the Nordlof Center. We'll mark our calendars. Thank you, Mark, for coming in today.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it and hope to see everybody out there tomorrow morning.
Yes, Siler Financial Group is popping in next, and then it's Tuesday Tips for looking for love on summer wedding week. We'll be right back.